Hello, I'm Dr. Jim Anderson. Anytime we speak in public, it can be a challenge that gets our heart racing and causes us to start to sweat. However, if you really want to take the stress up a notch, then just try talking to a group of teens and watch your heart either start to beat double time or just flat out stop altogether. Why do we have such a hang-up about presenting to teens? I suspect it's because we don't quite know how best to talk to them. They're no longer kids, but they're not yet adults either. We simply don't know that we know how to talk to them. Well, get in line. I'm sure that their parents feel exactly the same way. Let's have a talk with Pandora Scooter, who for the past 15 years has been teaching and putting on workshops for teenagers all the time. She's got some tips that we can all use to get over ourselves and get on with the presentation. Scooter points out that even the most experienced speakers seem to have a deep-set fear of talking to a group of teenagers. When asked why they fear this audience more than a hall filled with over 1,000 adults, they come back with answers such as, they won't care about what I have to say, they won't listen to me, or flat out, I'm afraid of them. It turns out that just like everything else in life, there's a grain of truth in what these speakers are saying. Specifically, oftentimes teenagers will look like they're not paying attention in order to appear cool to their friends, even though they may be hanging on your every word. If you can give them something to focus their attention on, then they'll listen to you, and you can make an impact. So here's what you need to do. First off, you have to challenge them right off the bat. Your teen audience probably has been told to be there. They didn't decide to come by themselves. That means they're expecting you to treat them just like every other adult does, assuming that they care about what you're going to be talking about. Turn this assumption on its head. Ask them a question, get them to raise their hands, or even stand up. Do something to make sure that they realize that this is not just another boring presentation. Stop talking about yourself. In a nutshell, unless you're a rock star, your teen audience won't really care about where you've been or what awards you've won. Keep your introduction short and sweet. What's your name and why are you here? Don't be a pushover. If you take the time to be honest and direct with your teen audience, then they will respond. Almost without fail, there will be other discussions that start up while you're talking, or there will be people who are clearly not paying attention. You need to not ignore these events, but rather point them out and work out what's going on with the offenders. Simply by showing that you're paying attention to them and that you're not going to ignore them. This will catch their attention, and hey, most of the time, it's going to end up solving the problem. Say thank you. By showing respect to your teen audience and expressing gratitude to them for their participation in your presentation, you will capture their hearts and their minds. This may seem like such a small thing, but saying thank you halfway through your presentation shows that you have something to base it on and warms the audience up for the rest of your presentation. Use your eyes. Eye contact can be the key to making your presentation a success. By making direct eye contact with members of your audience, you can ensure that they're engaged. You can take this one step further by calling out individual listeners and working them into your presentation. This gentleman in black seems to be agreeing with me, etc., etc. For an audience that is more used to being ignored, this will put them on their toes as they eagerly wait to see who's going to get called next. Be available. At the end of the presentation to adults, you would probably tell them how they could get in contact with you if they needed any additional information. Make sure you do the same thing for your teen audience. Hey, very few, if any, of the teens will actually take you up on your offer of further contact. But the simple fact that you made the offer will go a long way in gaining their respect and may make your message take hold at a deeper level. Good luck!
You might be asking yourself, where do I go from here? The ability to speak in public and do it well is a skill that you will use during your entire career. It sure seems like it would make sense to invest the time and energy that it takes to develop the skill. A great way to start doing this is to sign up for the free The Accidental Communicator newsletter. This monthly publication is sent to your inbox and is overflowing with tips and techniques on how you can make the next speech that you give your best speech ever. We'll cover how to write powerful speeches, techniques for speaking with confidence, how to connect with your audience so that they'll remember what you say, and we might even cover a PowerPoint slide creation tip or two. Hey, the newsletter is free, so you can't go wrong there. In the description of this video, you'll find a link that you can click on. Go ahead and click on it, and you'll be taken to a web page that will let you sign up for the newsletter. There's even a free gift in it for you when you do. Thanks for watching this video. Sign up for the newsletter, and congratulations on starting your journey to accidentally becoming a powerful and effective public speaker.